Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another Transport Fever at the races. This is bonus race number 5 of the sort of bonus race weekend. We are over here in America, on the America map. It's the same map I use for my playthrough. We have our contestants on the go. Now, this is the Beat the Big Boy Challenge. So let's bring up our big boy here and his details. There he is. 81 miles per hour. Tractive effort. Power ratings not in here. Right, hold the phone. So I'll go through the trains. We've got our big boy here. We've got some EMD GP7s with the New Jersey and Central livery. We've got some Conrail liveried EMD GP9s. We've got these, which is the G something something 23 and the SD something blah 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 blah. Let's go actually into the depot and compare them. So we shall go in here. So the locomotives, we shall go to Steam and we'll have a look at our big boy. There he is, from 1944, 81 miles per hour, 602 kilonewtons of tractive effort, 6,200 horsepower. So pretty decent top speed, a mass amount of power. As it says here, this locomotive is a real monster. Awesome. And let's check the next. Go into diesel, multiple units, head to the top. Here is our EMD GP7. Now double headered, these are, the tractive effort is the combined between these two. Because singly they're about 270 something. So 65 miles per hour, so rather slower, and with the both of them is still lower than the big boy. So we'll have to wait and see. This is the challenge for these trains to sort of get past. Now our Conrail is actually a double headered EMD GP9. I know it's the Illinois Central, but it's exactly the same. It should be down here. It's in here somewhere, but we'll grab this one as an example. So again, 576, just slightly lower than the big boy, 65 miles per hour top speed. And if we continue down, we will find the train we've got next. It's actually easier to go for this one at the bottom because I sort of know where it is. The GP40-2 double traction, 600 kilonewtons and 65 miles per hour. This one I think is the closest to the big boy. We've also got these Union Pacific. We've got a front section and a reversed, so roughly the same as the GP7s, with a combined with two of them, which we have. And if I find another example of a, I'll sort of go to the middle of the pack. There we go. The GEU23 is the other one with the Santa Fe livery. That's the other one we're using. 70 miles per hour, and with a combined, it's got just over 700 kilonewtons of tractive effort, 2,282 horsepower. So one of these alone has got more horsepower. Two of them, we shall have to wait and see. I was going to use this one, but it is slightly would be slightly overkill, so we'll save them for the next race. But there you have it. There are the trains and the stats and how they compare. Each of these has got 30 boxcars that weigh 25 tons. It brings, well, using the big boy, it brings it to just over 500 meters. Same with these two, because they're slightly longer. It brings it over just over 500 meters, and the rest are just slightly under. But they are all pulling the same weight. So we'll push pause. We shall set them to go to Upper San Antonio. Yes. 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 And yes. And we'll actually we will actually, the EMD SW 1500. We shall write the names down, just so when we're looking at it, we know which is which. This is the EMD GP9. This one is the big boy. Nice. And we shall have our EMD GP7. Hello there. Now you, I'm actually going to have to check you because I keep on the GEU23. Let's change that, GEU23. And this is the SD40. No, the EMD GP40. Okay. EMD GP40. Alas. There we'll have it. So they are all ready to rock and roll now, I do believe. Yes, up for San Antonio. We're good to go. So this should be an interesting set of horns. And obviously the whistle from the big boy. So in 3, 2, 1, we are off. Now, this could actually take quite a long time. Because these trains ain't fast at top speed. And whether they get to top speed is going to be a completely different story altogether. There's a hell of a lot of pollution going on there. I like the way the diesel smoke is slightly darker. It's more of a, the diesel smoke's black, whereas the steam smoke is more of a greyish colour. That is quite smart, but the big boy is on its way. Let's pencil in with you. These guys are rather slow. They are up to 35 miles per hour already. Now this train doesn't have, it'll only get up to 65, so we'll have to see how they get on. It's interesting. We should have some good little flybys going on here. The GP7 and the EW, we'll just say the SW, the Union Pacific gentlemen here. How fast are they going? They're just hitting 40 now. Interesting. GP7, even though it's not that dissimilar to the GP9, is actually quite far behind. How's our big boy getting on? 52. The GU23 is currently in second. And the GP40 is taking the lead there. Let's jump on with this gentleman here. So they are at 56. They are starting to go uphill. So it looks like these two have sort of been stuck with the incline. How's our GP9 getting on? He's at 51. Now this train here only has a top speed of 60. So if the GP7 can get up to 65 miles per hour at some point, it will beat it. But the GP40 is away. Ooh, large hill coming up though. Very large. Steep incline ahead. Right, so they're up to 51. The big boy is up to 61. It is sort of matching pace now with the Santa Fe number. Now he'll hit 65 and then he'll be toast. Or 66. Because it looks like you're doing 66. Ah, he'll do 70 actually. Big boy's doing 71. We're missing a train at you. You are doing 65. You're at your top speed. And it managed to haul these wagons over the hill at top speed as well. Big boy at 69. These two have not hit 60 yet. And they're just about to start the incline. Interesting. How's the GP9 getting on? Right, some of these are about to hit top speed already. The big boy is taking off though. 77. Oh yes. Up to 81. Where the rest are sort of going to crumble and fade away. That was awesome. And this is just a single train as well. These are obviously double headered, which is quite madness actually. But there he goes, taking the lead. Well done. Old school, teaching the new guys how it's done. I suppose GP9s and GP7s aren't exactly the newest of trains, but the GEU23 may pass the GP40. How are you guys getting on? You're at 65, you're at top speed, you're at 60. So even though they were hauling all that stuff up that hill, they still managed. The big boy is taking off though. There it goes in the distance. Where's the end of his train? Almost a full train length in front of the GEU23, who is closing on the GP40. And they are still going uphill. And everybody's managing to maintain top speed going up said hill. Let's jump on board with the big boy. Now, where are they on the map? Almost about halfway. Nice. Very nice. So these guys all failed to beat the GP. Ooh. You are now in second. Well done, buddy. So not the most fast pace of races. You are struggling at the back there. I thought these hills and things would totally slow them down, but they're not. They're just eating up the slope. It's like just like they were going on flat ground. Very nice. Ooh, actually you just dropped some speed, so did you. So these two, the GP7 and the SW, are both suffering with the hill, but they're almost at the top of the hill. I just wanted a chance to use some of these models as well, because they are beautiful. Every single one of them. I love this green for the New Jersey Central lines. Very nice. How's our Conrail getting on? You can still see the big boy. You can just see its plume of smoke way out in the distance there. They've all got, yep, the U23 there is passing the GP40. Now there is a part later on where they will slow down dramatically. Obviously this is not yet, it's further on in the map. Whether it'll make a difference, because the big boy is so far ahead now. Majestic. I could have put another 30 wagons onto this train and I think it still would have bet the rest. Possibly. It would be interesting to see. I may even take the top. I may do another race with the top end freight trains, American freight trains of today, and pit them against the big boy. See how they get on. Right, over the hill there. Let's jump onto somebody that's not going over the hill. So they've just done that. You are very far behind. You do only have a top speed of 60 though. I wasn't going to use this train, but I was struggling to find... there's a fine line between being just under the big boy's power and being sort of on par with it. From the next set of trains up is like well over. but none of them have the speed, the top end speed of the big boy. 65. So this GP9's 1 mile per hour. Oh no, they are both doing 66. Okay, they are entering the tunnel. The big boy is at the other end, so he must be at Spokane. Yes, he just came around that corner. He did have to slow down. They're now coming around this section. Now they are approaching the slow section. This ain't it. It is a little further on. You're doing 71. You're also out of the tunnel. You don't have to slow down for this corner because your top speed ain't high enough. You are now a train length in front of the CSX GP40. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, so away they go. It sounded like they were... They're still in the tunnel. Are you not even at the tunnel? You are now. Okay. And the GP9 has just exited. As they go past Spokane. However it may be pronounced. Let's jump on board with the big boy, see where he is. Right, you have to come round here, down past Salt Lake City. Nice. Look, it's beautiful. Just awesome. It is rather huge as well. So they're clear of the tunnel. The SW looks to be just exiting the tunnel now. It's okay, no rush, buddy. You just take your time. The big boy's in a tunnel. Ha! There he is. Absolutely no sign of any of the trains behind him, as he's now making his way to Salt Lake City. So unless by some twist of fate, it looks like the big boy is undefeated. Its top speed winning out in the end. Very good. Well, that was interesting to see. Although rather short-lived, because as soon as he got up to speed, he was away. Right, once he gets to Salt Lake though, that's where the slow section of the track is. So we'll have to see how he gets on there. You have slowed down. Are you going uphill? You are just about to go uphill. There he goes, back up to 60. It looks like this GP7 is sort of caught, or it's gained some distance back on the GP9. Where is the big boy? Right, can you see anyone from back there? Or from your view, can you see the smoke? The smoke of the big boy. This train has got a weird engine sound. It kind of sounds like a car with like a sort of busted engine. Weirdly. Right, you can actually still see the GP7 in front of you. Okay. You're in a tunnel though. We'll jump on board with the GP40. You can still see the GEU23. Our big boy should be on the slow section, or approaching it. Here it is. It's basically as they try to climb this hill. If we bring up track speeds, it does go down to 50. And it's going uphill as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he tackles that. Now we'll start slowing down now. But there's absolutely no way the rest of the trains are going to be able to catch up. Not a hope in hell. Where are you? You haven't even reached Salt Lake City yet. So the big boy is safe, undefeated. A force to be reckoned with. It's going uphill though. It's not losing any speed at all going up this hill. Nothing. Nada. Ooh, it lost 1 mile per hour. Ooh, it lost 2. Alright, up the hill it goes. Ooh, it lost 3. It's down to 47. It may be as the full weight of the train is being hauled uphill. Down to 45. This SW might come a complete standstill on this hill. Hopefully not. He's down to 43. Where are you? Right, he's just going up through the tunnel at the top of the hill there. You're about to slow down. You can still see the GP9 and the GP7. You might be our first ever did not finish. Our first ever DNF. Now can you catch him? Probably not. Interesting. So they all managed to get up to their top speed, no issue, and maintain it. Let's see how you do going up the hill. The big boy is down to 44. It has reached the top of the hill now though, now that it's through the tunnel. Right, you're already down to 51. Now let's see if your new age engines can keep the... Now the full weight of the train has not been applied yet. There's the bottom starting to go up the hill now, and it is losing speed. Down to 47. The big boy went down to 44. It is starting to increase speed again. You're at 45. Let's keep an eye on it. You are away. You're heading downhill again, so you are good to go. Ooh, it went down to 43. It's in the tunnel. Once it exits the tunnel, that's it at the top. Down to 42. You're just starting the incline also. That's a terrible camera angle there. So, our GP40 is tackling the hill now. Let's see how he gets on. The GP9 is just at the foot of the hill. I can't see the SW anywhere. I see the tail end of the GP. There it is, coming down the hill. If we jump on board with him, we'll see the rest of them going up. There they are. Let's see where the big boy is. You are just crossing the sort of canyon valley section. It's trying to get back up to its top speed. This is a pretty flat section, so it should get up there quite quick. It looks like the GE has finished the hill climb, and it looks like the GP40 has actually gained slightly. I never actually checked its speed as it was going up the hill, but it may have done better than the rest of them going up the hill. Maybe. It is the newest of the bunch. Our GP7 and GP9 are both at the top of the hill, almost. They're in the tunnel. Once they reach the other side, that'll be them. And our SW1500 is just starting the climb now. And these guys went down to 33 miles per hour, so this guy will maybe go down to 10. or something. As long as he finishes, that's the main thing. If it just gets stuck in the hill, he's had it. That'll be our first ever did not finish in a race. So our big boy is totally dominating. So well done, the big boy. An engineering marvel, you could say. Oh my god. Oh, you're in a tunnel and you're only down at 35. There is hope for you yet, buddy. Although you do need to get to where they are. Exiting the tunnel before you can start to get more speed. Come on, GP7, this was your chance to gain some ground back. And you're losing it. He's already up at 53. Because the rest of your train is still technically just arriving at the top of the hill. Okay, we'll let you off there. You were a disappointment, but your top speed was only 66. The closest contender in speed was the GE with 71 miles per hour, which it seems to have difficulty. There it is, hitting. You're down to 55. Why? Is there a slow section? Yes, there was. There was a slow corner in there. Okay. And then you have to go on an uphill struggle before you can get back to full speed. This could be interesting. I just wish this camera went low enough so that that didn't happen. See, there's that engine knocking sound again. Doesn't sound healthy. So you have to get up through that tunnel and round there before you can even see the big boy, who is now almost home. He is passing, is that Phoenix or Albuquerque? Albuquerque. There's the finish line there. Come on, buddy. You made it? I totally forgot. You made it to the top of the hill. Bravo. You are a hell of a distance behind everyone else. Can you even see anybody else? Nope. You are going up into this corner. Okay. Big boy, where are you? You're getting back up to speed. So once they sort of thinned out from the start up, their places were set in stone. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. However, I would imagine if the GE had the same top speed as the GP40, that probably would have won out in the end. So it seems as though top speed, they're all quite evenly matched. Except for these three that are slightly slower. This is exactly 600 kilonewtons of power, the GP40. You're at about 700 and the big boy is at 607, I think. And these were just under 600, so not much in it, power rating wise. But speed wise, it just dominates all. And you are actually at the finish line, aren't you? Cross the road, because the road is the finish line. Ooh, that's a hell of a road. Very nice. Well done. That was awesome. Totally decimated all. Why are you at 56? You're going downhill. So a big boy for the win there. There it is at 0. Push stop. Well done. Now we're on the last remaining 5. I knew it was going to be a long one. Now let's see where everyone is. So you're coming down past Albuquerque. You are actually almost finished. And you are there. The GP40 is not far behind. These two are really far behind. And Wingnut here is extremely far behind. I mean, how far are you? You're only at Phoenix. You've still to go to Albuquerque. I will actually speed it up when we get down to just this guy. There he is. GE arriving at the finish line. GP48 not far behind. Let's go to this road. Is there any vehicles on this road? No. There he is, exiting the tunnel. Santa Fe there for the win, or for at least second. So I'm standing here at the crossroads. I'm an extremely tall person, by the looks of it, because I'm about the same height as this lamppost. Waiting for the train to pass. And this horrible, horrible crossover. The train slows down as it comes into the station. So second place for the GE. That's okay. GP40 arriving imminently. So we shall stop. You can come to a halt now. Well done. Third place, there he goes. The GP40 has come and gone. Should start to slow down now. There it is. Right, now let's go to you, GP9. You're at Albuquerque. So you're about to finish shortly. And then we've got the GP7 not far behind it. How far are you? Oh my god. Then you've got this uphill section to tackle as well before you come down into Albuquerque. Let's stop you and turn you around. Don't try and escape. GP9 coming through the tunnel there. We'll speed it up to times 3. There we go. There he is. Because it's going to take them a while to finish. I knew it was going to be an extremely long race. But running the freight trains is always something I've wanted to do. But it looks as though if I just fired them on as single units, doesn't matter what freight train I put against it, the big boy's probably going to win. Because that was my first plan, was to use single united freight units in a race to see if anyone could beat the big boy, but none of them have the top speed that can beat it. It is a truly immense train. GP7 though, coming over the finish line. So well done. The GP9 is finished. GP9 threading through the mass amount of wagons here. And where are you? There you go, coming past Albuquerque. Just round there, then down through the tunnel, and you'll be finished. We'll wait for you to come to an end. Awesome. Just waiting on the last one. We'll speed it up a bit, and then once we see him coming through the tunnel, it'll be happy days. There he is. He's entered the tunnel. There he goes now. Excellent. Last but not least, he fought bravely. I mean, for such a small engine, it did pretty decent. I mean, for the most part, it managed to haul 30 25-ton wagons at 60 miles per hour. There he goes. Last but not least, he's still doing 60 miles per hour going into the station. That seems a bit fast. And boom. So there you have it. the end of the first ever Big Boy Challenge. It would seem double-headed lesser engines could not defeat it. Its top speed winning out in the end. I would like to use the sort of newer freight trains as well, so I might add an extra race onto this and see how they get on against the Big Boy. Who knows? But it looks like the top speed seems to just decimate all. Maybe if I made the track slightly more technical, other trains might have a look in, but maybe not. Or maybe their acceleration with more power at the start might be able to defeat it. But we shall have to see. But anyway, that's going to be it for this race, the first ever freight race. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. Or if you've got any suggestions of which the Big Boy could be, the Big Boy Showdown could be next, then leave a comment with your idea and we'll see if it's see if there's anything we can do. But that's going to be it for me. This has been Transport Fever at the races on the USA map, and I will catch you later.